Hey everybody and welcome to the Bullshit Party. And in this one we're gonna be reviewing the new Podium vehicle, the... Oh, wait, what? Oh that's right, there's no new Podium vehicle today. Rockstar decided to push this update till Tuesday. So, what are we gonna do today? Oh, I know, let's go over the top 5 vehicles that I've won from the Lucky Wheel. And as I make my way to my garage to show you the first vehicle, please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed the content and subscribe if you are not yet a subscriber. Or even better, if you are a subscriber, tell your friends so they can subscribe as well. And as we make our way down, I just wanted to remind everybody that there is still an active poll about you suggesting what color I should make my next car. And we're here in the basement garage. As you can see, I've won plenty of Podium vehicles, and I've kept most of them. And that brings us to the first vehicle that I wanted to talk about today, which is the Pegassi Deluxo. And for those of you who think to themselves, wait, this looks like a DeLorean. Well, yeah, water's wet and fire burns. But bullshit, I hear you ask. Why are you interested in a 1970s failed sports car? This is why, viewer. This is exactly why. It's a flying car. I mean, how much cooler can you get? And even though granted the Deluxo isn't the best performing car, it doesn't have the best top speed, braking or acceleration, it does have a great sound and it does take the corners fairly well. And because I don't want you to fall asleep on me, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit to our next destination, which is one of my garages. And there, waiting for us, is gonna be car number 2. Number 2. And an absolutely flawless landing. I don't want to see any comments about that. And let's go into the garage and see what we have there waiting for us. As you can see, I have a good collection of cars here, some Podium, some not. But the one that we're going to be focusing on right now is the EC Classic. No, God no. It's my pink GP1. I'm sure I've said it before, but thank you for that. Thank you for making me make it pink. Anyway, enough bitching about that, let's go out and see what the car is actually capable of. Aside from the color and the fact that it really can't drift, the car that this one's based off of, the McLaren F1, is one of my favorite cars of all time. I think Rockstar really nailed the spirit of the original car by making this homage. Oh, and I've been practicing drifting. Can't you tell? Perfection. Anyway, it's a good accelerating car, fun to drive, makes a great sound. I know, don't write it in the comment section. As I was saying, good acceleration, great sound, and it looks awesome. It can't fly, but it doesn't need to. It's not meant to, and it's not supposed to. And as you can see, this is a purely intentional demonstration to show you how much power the car has. It's not that I completely suck at driving. It's definitely not that. And with that, we are nearing the next garage, which holds the next several cars that we're gonna be looking at. What are the cars? Well, let's find out. As you can see, just like last time, here we have Podium vehicles and normal vehicles that I've bought. To be honest, this next one was sort of difficult for me to decide because there were a lot of good cars that I won over the past few months from the Lucky Wheel. But just because it's so much fun to drive, I gotta give it to the Obermax CS1. Oh, and I am really fond of the car this one is based off of, the original BMW M1. This one handles like your typical rear-wheel drive car, and that's because it is your typical rear-wheel drive car. No surprises here, but none are needed. What you see is what you get, and what you see is plenty, in my opinion. Aside from what I would consider to be one of the best looking cars in the game, you have a powerful rear-wheel drive machine that's gonna eat corners like crazy. I don't mention it about every car, but sound is really important for me in this game, and this car has a perfect sound. It's very throaty, growly, and aggressive. I really like it. And we didn't even mention the best feature about the car, and that's that it can fly. Well, not really, but let's sort of give it to it. And because our next spot is going back to the casino, because that's where the next Podium car is, let's skip ahead just a little bit because nothing really eventful happened on the way there. And as you can see, I'm practicing perfect driving, as always. See? Perfect. I think I should put a disclaimer here. I meant perfect driving for LA standards. And with the disclaimer out of the way, all is left now is find a parking spot and go into the garage. There we go. And in this one I probably have the coolest collection of cars, so let's get into it. On my immediate left here we have the R88, we have the Lamborghini, I forget what it's called, Next up we have the Segoy over there on the left, we have the what's his name on the right. All of them are cool cars that I would probably recommend you buy, but this one is the one that we're gonna be looking at. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Aesthetically, the car looks fine, very distinguished but nothing special. Performance-wise, the car is maxed out and it's fine, nothing special again. But what is special about it is this. Yep, we have a jumper here, boys. For those of you who didn't know, the Scramjet can jump and it can turbo boost. And for obvious reasons, I need a little bit of an open space to show you the turbo boost. There we go. And if you're able to combine the jumping mechanic and the turbo boost in the air quite right, you can jump over very big gaps, dare I say even glide in the air. Yeah, this is probably not the best example of that, but I did make a video a couple of months ago showing different things the Scramjet can jump over. And I recommend you go watch it, it's a fun video. Anyways, on top of having the ability to jump, turbo boost, and let's call it gliding, the Scramjet has a machine gun and auto-targeting rockets, which are not going to be showcased in this video. But what is going to be showcased in this video is one more car. We have one left, so let's skip ahead to where we get to the entrance of the underground base that I keep it in. Oh, and did I mention that the Scramjet is a load of fun? Well, it is. Now we need to find a parking spot. There we go. And go to the base and see what the last vehicle is. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you, that's a stupid Avenger in the background. But back to the car that we're here to take for a test drive, we need to go to the second level of this facility. And over there, tucked away, you can see two of the previous Podium vehicles that we had. And as we make our way to the final car, I just wanted to ask you, the viewers, a question. What do you prefer, long videos or short ones? Let me know in the comment section down below. I don't remember the name of this car, but it's very handsome. I really don't like the Maxwell, which leaves us only with the Coil Cyclone. And this is gonna be the fifth car that we're gonna be talking about. You know how I always say that sound is a pretty big deal for me when it comes to cars? Well, haven't you seen a hypocrite before? And in case you're not able to tell, what I'm talking about is this car is silent because it's an EV. And for those of you living in the Stone Age, EV stands for electric vehicle. And before going into detail why I really like this car, I just wanted to say that I don't think we have enough EVs in GTA Online. Hopefully when the new summer update releases in a couple of weeks time, we'll get some. But anyway, let's go back to the Cyclone. First of all, I really love this car because it doesn't feel like an all-wheel drive car. Even though it is. For some reason, because it's an electric vehicle, it feels very back-heavy. And you're very easily able to kick the tail and just swing the car around. This makes for a very fun driving experience, at least in my book. And let's face it, the car also looks pretty good. And even though it doesn't have the best top speed, it has excellent acceleration and pretty good grip. Aside from that time. Anyway, that's my list for the top 5 cars that I've won from the Lucky Wheel. What do you think of my list? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Keep in mind that I also have other cars that I wasn't able to show you today. If you want to see all of them, well, let me know. I'll make a video about it. And with all that, thanks so much to everybody who watched. Hopefully you liked the video, and if you did, hopefully you left a like. And if you didn't, well, like it now. Like, go on, hit the like. If you're not yet a subscriber, well, you know where the subscribe button is. And I'll see y'all in the next one.